How disappointed were you with what you saw from Liverpool?
Well, I have to say, I seen it coming a little bit. I thought Man United, wounded animal, can't get any worse. 4-0 down against Brentford, getting criticism from all angles, getting hammered, all the players. I think a few of them would have been relieved they weren't playing last night, the ones he left out, because they would have got it.
Maguire, Ronaldo, do you think he would have been relieved?
Luke Shaw wasn't playing. I mean, he put completely, it's more or less a new defence, which has been needed for 4 years. I mean, I'd get rid of the goalkeeper as well. He's been part of it.
He was good last night, though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's just, he's been in the camp while it's been rotten for 5 years. So I'd get him out as well. Martinez comes in, no mental baggage. The right back, Malacia, comes in, no mental baggage. Ericsson, no mental baggage. They've just signed this new... Casemiro.
I thought the fullbacks were very good last night.
Yeah,
Dalot played well as well, the right back as well.
But they had to run out of embarrassment from the weekend. So they've had a goal last night. They've played well, haven't they? They've come out the traps and they thought, we've got all the crowd behind us. We're at home. We're in danger of getting battered here against Liverpool. So we better have a go. And they all had a go. And with the help of Liverpool's bad start and some poor defending from number 1 Trent and number 2 Gomez, looked as if rusty and had a tough night last night. I mean, Trent, I don't know, for the first goal, he gets 1-2'd. Don't get me wrong, going forward, world class, but defensively, he's getting found out. Mitrovic come over the top of him at Fulham. Junior, what's his name? Vinicius Junior in Champions League final, does him at the back post. He gave the ball away for the goal against Palace. Last night, he jogs out to Alanga. He gets 1-2'd and then walks. Comes to Sancho in the box. Van Dijk should have gone out and closed the ball down. So it's partly his fault as well. But if Trent keeps running, he gets his foot in when he chops back inside. The second goal, he hits a diagonal into the box and loses it, doesn't sprint back. Looked to me offside, by the way, but he wasn't given. Gomez is left in the channel stranded. So I think there's a combination of injuries, some bad defending. Van Dijk's getting a bit of stick, but he's played with Konate, Matip, Gomez, Nat Phillips last week. So he's playing with a different player every week, trying to play a high line, Ray.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? You've got to be both on FM. To play that high line, you've got to be telepathic.
Would you say drop off a little bit then? Would you?
You've got to drop off.
Yeah.
Van Dijk can only defend.
When there's no pressure, you've got to drop off.
And he can only defend with his partner. If his partner's deep, he's got to go deep. If his partner's high, he's got to go high. But if you're playing with someone you're playing with every week, like Matip, who's obviously better than Nat Phillips, he's better than Gomez, so is Konate, better than them two. So,
what do you make of Fabinho being on the bench? I didn't get that.
Not 100% fit.
Right.
So they've got Keita's injured.
What are you starting though? Fabinho.
Yeah.
Give me an hour.
It's easy
and then
after the game.
Well, he's such an important player, isn't he, for Liverpool?
I
looked at midfield and I was like, "Oh, this could."
Yeah.
You know, as much as Milner's been a brilliant player, I love Henderson as well. What he's achieved, he was the best player, Elliott, in the midfield area, and you rely on a youngster to be that creative person in there, which you know is a little bit too much for the young kid, probably. Yeah,
it probably is, and it's easy for me to say it, but I have been thinking it. You can't just let a player like Mane leave and replace him. It affects the whole team. I thought Carvalho was good when he came on. Yeah, but he's not Mane.
I saw a stat on the Mane situation where he scored 4 goals so far this season, which is the same amount as Liverpool had scored at whatever time that stat was, which I think a lot of people thought, I mean, obviously you don't have your replacement in there, Darwin Núñez, so that could have been different in the game, couldn't it, Dean? But it does feel like he's left a hole.
Yeah, well, if you think about what he does in the game, every time the ball's kicked towards him and Salah, the ball sticks. They've got the glue on the end of their toe. They're both strong, so you can't knock them off the ball. He carries the fight up the left-hand side. He does more than just score, Mane. He carries the whole left side of the